Hey Top Scholars, here we are during science time. I'm hoping that you have time to look at this and get the idea between materials that absorb water and materials that repel water. If you spilt your drink, what sort of material would you use to mop it up? Most likely you would pick something that is absorbent, right? Well, which would absorb water? Which would repel it? Absorb means to take something in such as water in a natural or gradual way. Gradual means slowly. Repel means to move it away. So what are the characteristics of materials that absorb water best? Let's think about that. Let's look at these things. Would they absorb or repel? Water soaks into many materials. These materials absorb water. They are called porous. Porous materials are materials having small holes that allow air or liquid to pass through. There are a lot of materials that water will not soak into. These materials repel water. These non-porous materials, like plastic and rubber, does not allow water to pass through it. So these are the things to remember. Porous materials are materials having small holes that allow air or liquid to pass through. An example would be a cotton ball or a sponge. Non-porous materials are a material that does not allow liquid and air to pass through it. Examples might be plastic and rubber. So let's look at some questions and then let's try to answer them. So here are some things to think about when you're out and about in the world. Why do you think some materials absorb water and others do not or did not? Why would some people prefer a plastic bag rather than a paper bag? During rainy days, what kind of material are you going to use to prevent you from getting wet? Explain that why. And in nature, why do some things absorb water and why do some things repel? Think about it. Ask yourself questions. Look for it around yourself.